think I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
Hello everybody, my name is Ashley Marie and I'm so thankful that you chose my home for all your cleaning motivation for spring 2022. It doesn't matter if it's spring cleaning, a regular day cleaning, or just a power hour. I always make sure that the laundry and the washing machine is the first thing I like to tackle, as I like to get the washing machine working for me. The laundry deep clean is clearly not something I would do every day, but are you guys in for a treat? If you aren't already subscribed, I would love it if you click the button down below, and of course give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Not only is it a free way to help support my family, my channel, but it's a great way to let me know if you guys want to see a part 2.
I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
I'm just placing some fabric softener concentrate into the big bottle. It calls for 2 litres. I like to fill it up with 1.5 litres. It just makes it smell a little bit nicer. Not that it's needed with those Downy fabric conditioning beads. They are incredible. But a good tip for you is, if you didn't know, don't use microfiber cloths on them. The fabric conditioner beads, especially fabric softener in general, will just break down the fibres way too quickly. While I was deep cleaning these shelves, which is something I've done before, I've definitely soaked them quite often in our time here as we rent this house, but I didn't know the arms could pop off like that, and look how disgusting that is. I attempt to wipe it out with a butter knife and a wipe, which is an amazing cleaning tool if you didn't know already, but it doesn't do the job on this one. It's just getting stuck halfway, so we're going to soak it for a while.
I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day.
Removing all the arms from those shelves caused quite a bit of dust on the washing machine, if you could tell, and I thought it was a great opportunity to wipe down the wall really well since the shelves weren't there, dust the picture frame, and then just start tackling the cupboards as I go.
What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you are all he wants, and it's midnight, oh I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day.
Don't get me wrong, the amount of dirt and dust up here is definitely speaking volumes about how often I actually climb up onto the bench top and wipe up here. But the laundry being such a humid and moist area, if there's even a little bit of dust placed on these cupboards, it'll go quite mud-like, and it only takes a couple weeks to a couple of months for it to become really bad.
I wanna hold his hand, 'cause I can't stop thinking about him. And would he understand if I told him how I feel about him?
This laundry door is always getting cleaned. While I'm doing washing, my toddler will bang on the other side of it. My dog likes to bang on this side of it, so we're just going to make sure I do a great once over with the rag, but then I'm going to do another once over with a new cloth and the multi-purpose cleaner. Make sure that it's completely clean and sanitized. Once I've finished with the multi-purpose cleaner, I always like to get a disinfectant wipe and go over the door handles and the light switches.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
An easy task but an important one is washing out my dog's water bowls. I'm just using some regular dish soap and a dishcloth. It's not the one I used on the walls, don't worry, I just have a whole pack of pink ones. And once I finish this, I want to move on to hanging out the washing. I also want to place Easter sheets on my girls' bed this week, so I'm going to make sure that I wash those, freshen them up as they've been sitting in the cupboard for a whole year, and I want to use those fabric conditioning beads on them because they just smell so good.
Building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
The reason I've moved on to the lounge room now to deep clean, despite the fact it clearly needs it, is the fact that it is most beneficial to my family. That's what I kind of take into account as I am going through the house. With the amount of time that I have is a great one, so if I only have an hour, I will only pick 2 tasks in this room. Each room will have probably 2 tasks tackled. They will be the most important, what is going to benefit my family the most. And then moving on from that, when I have a lot more time, I will tackle the room that is most important. So as my kitchen is fairly clean at the moment, my lounge room is definitely the area that needed to be tackled. My girls are also asleep, so that was a big factor into why I chose the lounge room. Usually they would be running around crazy in this space, which is another reason it needed such a deep clean.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling.
Unless you're new here, you know I love to use stained kids' clothes as rags. I just cut them up to be sure not for Dylan to maybe mistake them or even myself. But now that I'm done with the rag, I have used it on the skirting board and it's just too dirty to move on to another area. I am going to try and get into as many nooks and crannies on the floor as I can. It's going to go in the wash anyway, so why not try and scrub a few bits off?
You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean.
Next, to actually make sure that the area is clean and sanitized, I'm going in with this Ajax multi-purpose cleaner and I am getting in down and dirty.
And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but
this mop you are seeing me use here is the Spray Mop by Co. I actually have two. I have one that I keep their regular universal cleaner in, and then this concoction is actually just warm water and the Ajax multi-purpose cleaner you saw me use in the bucket. Once I've finished wiping down this glass table, I want to move on to the couch behind me. It needs to be vacuumed, it needs to be deep cleaned underneath it, so we're going to move it completely out of the way to make sure it's done nice and properly. I can tackle the walls. Somewhere I am going to tackle today, but I don't necessarily feel like deep cleaning because I've just done it, is the couches. My kids are constantly eating and drinking up here, spitting up, so I'm going to show you guys how I like to spot deep clean it. I do have this vacuum attachment head, which is amazing, but you don't need it by any means. You could always just remove any form of attachment off it and just use the round cylinder part. But I like to make sure I get all of the dust, well, as much of the dust up and out of the couch as I can, since I'm not actually going to be removing the couch covers today. There's only one pillow you can see in my hand now, which has just got Weet-Bix on it. I haven't even noticed yet, but we will notice it.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest but I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new.
Underneath this couch is getting the exact same treatment as the other one. We are just wiping down skirting boards and deep cleaning the floor.
Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind.
The next thing I do when I'm spot deep cleaning the couch is to actually spot clean all of the cushions, make sure that that's all fresh and sanitized. I like to use the Co Universal Cleaner, but white vinegar is great. The smell will fade, don't stress. I take a fabric shaver and I use it to remove any piling on my couch. My couch is old, it's second to third hand, so there's no stress there about the fact that I may put a hole in it. So please, if you're going to use a fabric shaver, take it with a grain of salt and know that you may put a hole in your couch, but as you can see, it does work wonders. The next thing I like to do after spot cleaning the entire couch is to go over it with this Novak spray. I go over it quite thick on the seat part, as you can see, because it's just such a high traffic area. You don't need to do it that thick. If you decide to do it that thick, it will dry. Give it probably 30 minutes instead of the 5 that it recommends in drying time. Make sure that any of the areas around you are, not your TV or anything like that, because it will get on my wall here. So you'll see me wiping that down. But it smells, incredible. If you haven't used it before, I highly recommend. They do have some pet ones. They have some sanitizing ones. It's great on carpets, on couches, on curtains. I love it. It's amazing. I just haven't had it in a long time to show you guys in a video.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. We should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down?
Now that actual small mountain has been conquered, I'm going over my to-do list. I find this is a great way to inspire me and motivate me to keep going. It looks good, it feels good to tick it off like that, and I know the board is quite excessive, but that's how I work. I like to write out a fresh list probably once a week, and I like to keep them running. It wasn't always on this board and it was probably stuck in a folder somewhere, but my mind can't really function like that right now. So I'm a very visual person and I love the way that motivates me. I don't think you need it by any means, but if it helps, of course, you do you. I'm going to clean up the kitchen a little bit. I'm going to unpack the dishwasher. So here's some great cleaning music to keep you guys going. I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me right now. The fact that you guys are still watching means more to me than you know.
Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted?
Honestly, most of this stuff was just lids that didn't have homes, which means that I'm just going to place them into the bin. There's a few things that I am going to either donate or sell. We're going to have a garage sale soon as we're moving. That way I can make some extra money, get rid of some things in an ethical way as opposed to just shipping them off to a secondhand store. But if I have no other option, instead of throwing them, that's what I'm going to do. I'll donate them, of course, but I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have you part of my little community, a part of my little family inside my home. Of course, give it that thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.